The deck that probably should have been on my top 3 Fusion Strike list, Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX uses Cheryl to never get knocked out while slowly wasting away your opponent's Pokemon. The way this works is with GMAX Spiral. For a single Rapid Strike energy, you deal 140 damage and return the energy to your hand. Then you use Cheryl to heal off the damage, rinse, and repeat. Inteleon VMAX's ability also spreads damage counters by discarding a water energy from your hand, and of course Quick Shooting Inteleon puts damage counters into play as well. So if you can get the loop set up with GMAX Spiral, it's super difficult to deal with this deck. Now, while Mew VMAX technically is the best new Fusion Strike deck, winning the Sunday Open, Inteleon VMAX went undefeated in a similar size tournament, plus I already covered Mew once, so let's just make Inteleon the best for now, okay? Sounds good? Sounds good. So this is a very good starting hand. I have to admit, this is a pretty good starting hand, and yeah, Eevee, that is a ton of bench damage. You play Training Court to get the energy back into your hand, so the ability is really good. Double Gunner. Spread 2 to 2 Pokemon. And then you play Training Court to get the energy back. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. And I think Suicune won the Full Grip 1K, didn't it? So the price probably went up on Suicune. Not that it needed the help. So I think for this game, it really depends. Are they playing Gengar? If they're playing Gengar, I think I should focus on killing the Gengar. Yeah, Suicune Stonk's going way up. Okay, so they're playing the Urshifu version. I don't think I'm worried about that. So I'm just going to hunt the Houndour. I think that's all I have to do is just hunt the Houndour and I'll be good to go. And lose? No, this was not a bajillion packs to build. So I don't think they had a good starting hand. So I'm gonna quick ball away the Marnie. I'm gonna quick ball the Marnie, go get a Inteleon V. Put the Inteleon down. Let's Korrina's for 3. There's a Rapid Strike energy. So I could do 40 damage to this guy, but then they just knocked me out. So that doesn't seem good. So let's pass. Yeah, the Inteleon is much, much cheaper. And you really only need the 4 Inteleon and the 3 Inteleon VMAX. You don't need, 4 Inteleon, 3 Inteleon VMAX, then 4 Genesect and a whole bunch of other stuff. So this is a much cheaper deck to build. Mew is also very good though, but it's a much cheaper deck to build. And I was right, they didn't have anything. Okay, so we go for this guy. Yeah, I 100% want Escape Rope here because either they put up the Urshifu and I can put 140 damage on it, or they put up the Houndoom. So 100% we're using Escape Rope. Energy just won against this deck on the ladder. Yeah, this will be my first game, so we'll see how it goes. I think I just want to get a... So what are the supporters? I have Korrina's Focus, I have Marnie. I don't want to do any of that. I think just Level Ball for a... I think Remoraid actually makes sense. So I'll get Drizzile. And I think Korrina's Focus, yes, I would like to get Korrina's Focus, even though I'm running low. I don't want to Marnie them, and I don't want to use Research yet. Research would be what I get next turn, but that might not happen. All right, so Remoraid. Amy said a February release for live. Where was that announced? I mean, that is the prevailing theory, is that it will be out in February with Brilliant Stars, but I don't think they've announced it, have they? All right, I don't need another Remoraid. I don't think they're going to do anything to knock it out, so I think quick ball the Remoraid, go get another Sobble. Actually, no, I need another Inteleon in case they... Because they'll have 3, so how much damage can they do? They would do 270, 290... 310, 330. So yeah, they can knock it out. So another Inteleon V is a very good idea at this point. Alright, then Level Ball for a Sobble. So Scoop Up Net is insane in this deck. Scoop Up Net is absolutely insane because you just fill up your bench with Sobbles, and then if you ever need anybody, you just go for it. So GMAX Spiral, yes, into my hand. Knockout. They're down to a Houndour. If they don't evolve the Houndour, they are completely done for. But yeah, I think Amy might have just been guessing that February would be the release month for live, just because that's when the next set comes out. It's the most logical sense. You know, if they delay it into 2022, February 25th is when Brilliant Stars comes out. So anytime around there is when it would easily make the most sense. Like, why would you launch it in January? That doesn't make a ton of sense. It just makes sense to launch it in February. So yeah, I would, you know, I'm not going to get my hopes up for February because I've had my hopes dashed before. But if I had to guess, I would say it'll be February, probably like a couple weeks before Brilliant Stars. But I mean, they could do something like the beta in January and then the full launch in February. Who knows? Don't get your hopes up. I'm not going to do any game planning around TCG Live at this point anymore. It seems like a waste of time. And yeah, Eevee, logical sense. When have we heard that one before? Coming soon. Exactly. I'm not getting my hopes up again. I'm not doing that again. El Pollo Dorada, hello. Yeah, coming soon. Who knows? And I checked the sunsetting FAQ again the other day, and it still said it's coming this year, so they haven't even updated their FAQ. Okay, so this is great. Training Court. Okay, so 140, 140. I think I just double gunner the Houndour and the Houndoom. So those are the dudes I'm going to be picking on today. Yeah, so we want that. Oh, this is an insane combo, by the way. So quick shooting. Look what I'm about to do. Do you see what I am about to do? Pull up this guy. Sobble. Inteleon. Quick shooting this one. Like, this is an insane busted combo. I will Evolution Incense for the other one first. Okay, I can see why people hype this deck before launch and why it should have been on my top 3. It sings. It just goes together so well. Double gunner. Boom, boom, oh, boom, boom. Like, look at it. They can't bench a Houndour, and they can't safely bench a Houndour now because I can just do so much damage to it. It is insane. Yes. I don't think it's worth it to get Cheryl, to be honest. Actually, now that I think about it, I could have gone for bosses and knocked out the Houndoom, and that would have made sense. But you know what? This is my first game. Actually, no, I think I do want a Cheryl. I think I do want a Cheryl just because I want to force them to use up all their energy. So let's Cheryl away all the damage. Rapid Strike. Yeah, I don't want to use the Level Ball. So GMAX Spiral. Kaboom, back in the hand. This deck is nuts. And Flare Mango, you went to your local game store and bought like 90 codes for $10. And you're enjoying the Level VMAX deck? Glad to hear it, Flare Mango. I'm glad everything worked out. Yeah, that's all you do. Your local game shop usually doesn't overcharge for codes unless they have, you know, a really big business for codes. So your local game shop is always a great place to start for codes. And they're going to Marnie me. That is fine. The Rapid Strike Energy, you can search that with Octillery. And how do I feel about Duraludon? It has a lot of potential. The problem with Duraludon is Path to the Peak. That Path to the Peak is such a huge problem for a lot of decks. Duraludon's ability gets shut off by Path to the Peak, so like Dragapult just puts Path to the Peak down, and it's like, who cares about your Duraludon? But if your opponent can't get Path to the Peak to stick, then Duraludon is great. Like against Yeah, GMAX Wumble, this is exactly what I wanted them to do. I wanted to force them to use all their energy because I'm knocking out Hound Hours all day long. They just do not have an answer to my deck. There's a Marnie, so I have all the things today. I have all the things today. So let's Training Court. I think I just... Because what would I Drizzile for? I already have the Octillery. So I can knock out the Urshifu. I can almost knock out the Houndoom. So I think I just Marnie first. It's all good. I'll Quick Ball away the Sobble. Go get an Inteleon V just to be sure. I could maybe use Bastilin at some point. Okay. I just have to do this properly. So Rapid Strike first, search for the Rapid Strike energy. Yeah, this build of the deck, it only plays 3 Rapid Strike energy, which might seem weird. But the goal of the deck is to never let your Rapid Strike energy leave the field anyway. So it's not like it's a big deal, like, oh, you only play 3 Rapid Strike energy. Yeah, but you can search it with Octillery, and it's almost never going to go to the discard pile unless you discard it with Research or Quick Ball or something. And yeah, that's a well played. The writing's on the wall. So this is the problem. If your opponent is playing a deck with low HP Pokemon, like Houndour or Sobble or something, there's not a lot they can do. So Inteleon VMAX is absolutely great. And there are currently 8 people entered in the giveaway. Just type trust. I think I'll just leave it at trust for all the giveaways. Just every giveaway type trust. And they lose in style. So the Poke Beta decided to lose in style. I give them props for that. And biggest attack 0. I did 104. Oh, is the game glitched again? Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is an interesting starting hand. Okay, well, this might be Sleepy Dreepy. This might be revenge for the first game. I think I'll put Sobble down. I won't put the Remoraid down just in case they have like Escape Rope or something. Okay, so they are playing the Urshifu version. That is good news. The Gengar version, bad news. Urshifu, perfect. Great mulligan. And Dean Force, yeah, new ladder in just under an hour and a half. So I'll be here for when the ladder rotates. It's interesting because clearly the Pokemon Company doesn't believe in daylight saving time because they didn't change their in-game timer. So it's usually it's at 5 p.m. It'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific today. So it's very weird. And yeah, Zoroark Duraludon, it's just a slightly different version of the just the regular Duraludon, just because it gives you a bit more options. But yeah, Duraludon is great as long as your opponent doesn't play Path to the Peak, and they do play Special Energy. Because something like Mew VMAX can only do 130 before buffs. Oh, this is great. This is wonderful. Okay, so we get rid of that. Go get Inteleon V. I only have the one Octillery, but that's fine. Okay, so do I want the... Okay, because if I leave that up there... Yeah, I think I do want to... Actually, I could just bosses this turn and save the Escape Rope in case they do some shenanigans that I don't want them to do. So that is what will happen. So this turned out to be a pretty good first turn. I was a little bit concerned, but the whole deck is just Rapid Strikers, so we'll just do that. Hopefully they don't target my Remoraid. If they do, that would be very bad. And watch Eternatus and Full Art Rose be on the new ladder. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. And Energen, I did attack, just the game didn't track it, which was weird. And El Pollo Dorada, you'll have to redeem the channel points to know the answer to that question. And Eevee, you think it'll be Cinderace, and oh no, they're cheating. They're screen cheating. They're looking at the screen. They're cheating. They're going after my Remoraid. Okay, there's a Marnie. Marnie me out of a perfect hand. That's fine. But yeah, Cinderace and Research. Yeah, they got to give us something good. Give us a full art Marnie or something. Okay, there's Cheryl. That doesn't matter. And yeah, Sleepy Dreepy, that's the problem. In that matchup, you have to use Urshifu to one-shot me, or else I just use Cheryl. But if you use Urshifu to one-shot me, you lose all your energy, so I just have to pick off your Houndoom. So it's such a no-win situation for the Urshifu deck. And Denizev, yes, the new Rapid Strike Inteleon Full Art Raihan would be lovely. I think Raihan's too new, because usually they go in chronological order of sets. So I think we are like early days. We'll be like Sword and Shield base set or something. Okay. So they're a terrible person and they knocked out my Remoraid. That's not very nice. I will put the... Do I put the Sobble up front? Training Court is still in play, but if I... Because I could have the other Inteleon at some point. I mean, I'm going to research. You know what? Let's put the Sobble up front. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, this is terrible. They've done Dragapult and Inteleon. Okay, so then maybe you're right. Eternatus would be from Darkness Ablaze, so maybe that makes sense. All right, so Level Ball for a Drizzile. Evolution Incense for Inteleon VMAX. Yeah, if it's Darkness Ablaze, then it should be... It should definitely be something like Eternatus if it's Darkness Ablaze. Like, that would be weird if it wasn't. Alright, let's get another Remoraid going. And now the question is, do I just go for a... Do I go for a Research? Do I go for a Marnie? Do I go for... Korrina's Focus is probably the smarter option. So let's go for Korrina's Focus and hope that I get a Rapid Strike Energy. Come on. Nope. Okay, I have shot myself in the foot. So I think the smartest option now is Retreat, Training Court, Double Gunner, those guys. Okay, Level Ball for a... I don't need Drizzile. I mean, I do want Drizzile. I do want Drizzile just because Drizzile will be very nice. And I can Double Gunner again if I want to, if I have Capacious Bucket. I do have Capacious Bucket. Okay, so... no, that would be a terrible idea. Let's go for Evolution Incense. If I go for Capacious Bucket, I don't have a play for next turn. Alright, so everything is set up perfectly. Everything is set up perfectly to Cheryl my Inteleon VMAX, get an Octillery into play, and be good to go. And lose this ladder was expanded, so the next one will be fine. And Flaramango, it's only Inteleon in Standard today. I just haven't updated the bottom part, so it'll only be Inteleon in Standard. If you want me to refund those channel points, let me know. But just when I'm testing out these new decks, it'll just be that I just forgot to... or I didn't forget, I was just too lazy to change the bulk of the channel point reward. Lose, unless something changed, I mean, it could be. But what they do is they do 1 expanded ladder, 2 standard, 1 expanded, 2 standard, yada, yada, yada. And bam, baby, what's my favorite Fusion Strike deck so far? I can tell you what my favorite isn't. It's not Genesect. Alright, so we're going to heal off all that damage. We have another Cheryl, that's perfect. Let's go get Octillery, Rapid Strike Energy. Go get a... So we're pretty much set up. The loop is set up. I did have to burn that Cheryl early, so the loop won't be as problematic for my opponent, and I don't really have a whole lot going on, but... Okay, so 170 plus 170 is enough to do that. So let's double gunner the Houndooms. We just want to knock out those Houndooms. Those Houndooms are real bad news. All right, and then GMAX Spiral back into my hand. Boom. Obviously, my opponent could do a situation where they retreat off the single strike energy, earn it back in, and then take a knockout with the VMAX. But if they do that, I think that's fine. I think I'm okay with that, because I still have a backup Inteleon VMAX. And Eevee, you are already a VIP. So it would do nothing for you. But you're already a VIP. So it would be for people who don't have VIP. You get VIP, then you're not affected by emote mode or slowdown or stuff like that, but you're already a VIP, so don't worry about it. But yeah, Flare Mango, no worries, it's my fault. I shouldn't be so lazy. But if you want me to refund those channel points, let me know, or we can battle in standard. It's your choice. And my opponent is just feeding into the Cheryl loop here. So I think I want to save Basculin, to be honest. I don't think I actually want to lose it. So let's quick ball the... So we got 2020. I do need some things, I think. So let's get rid of quick ball for quick ball. Korrina's Focus is definitely what I want to use this turn. So let's use Korrina's Focus first. Yeah, you don't need to play 4. You don't need to play 4 Rapid Strike Energy when you're never getting rid of it. Alright, I use Cheryl. Ha ha ha. Right. See, that's my inexperience with the deck. My bad. Alright, so let's just build up some more damage. You know, maybe it would have been smarter to just let my Inteleon VMAX get knocked out in that situation and then save the Cheryl for the other Inteleon just so I can build up the damage on the Houndooms. But they do have to evolve, right? Because Impact Blow, they can't use it, so they have to evolve. And Flare Mango, you're second in line, so you have plenty of time. Don't worry. Don't rush it. You'll be fine. Dean Force is up first, and then Flare Mango, you'll be up second, so don't worry. You feel free to take your time. And your favorite Fusion Strike deck is Tyranitar V. Yeah, nobody. If you win a game with Tyranitar V against a tier 1 deck and it was competitive, let me know, because that would be insane. And I think my opponent is thinking a lot right now, because they do have a path to victory. It's just probably a bit convoluted. If they played Cheryl, that would be great for them. Okay, here we go. What do they got cooking up? What do they got cooking up? And yeah, Eevee is a VIP. Let's see if I can check how many people are VIP. So Darkness Fairy is a VIP, Eevee is a VIP, Jokercon's a VIP, and Arcade Toasty is a VIP. So there's 4 VIPs, and I think I can have like 50, something like that, or like 50 people with roles. And there's a Tower Darkness, that's fine. If they don't evolve the Single Strike Urshifu, if they don't evolve that Single Strike Urshifu, they're setting themselves up for some trouble, and I will make it double. So I don't know if I agree with that, because I'm in a really good spot right now. I can do a lot of things. So let's do that. Octillery. Oh, I can Octillery for the quick shooting Inteleon. Duh. You know. Okay, so Korrina's focus. Let's get something I can use. Those are not things I can really use at this particular junction. So I don't think I want to hit the dude. So I want a double gunner. That and that. I want to save the bosses. I want to quit shooting this one. I definitely need to work on my math with this matchup, but I'm taking 3 prizes. Oh, actually that was a miscalculation. Math, okay? Math, not even once. As long as they're not playing Cheryl, I will not be punished, and that is actually a good move for me. I know that is, that might seem weird, but it's actually a good move for me, because it would put another Single Strike energy in the discard. It would allow them to power up their backup Single Strike Urshifu, which is definitely what they're trying to do. So right now, I can do some things. I can really wreck with them. Yeah, math not even once, right? And you beat Mew VMAX with Mad Party. I am so excited for the double turbo energy next year, because it makes Mad Party playable again. Are you excited for that? We're going to be able to play Mad Party in Standard again. Do you realize how insane that is? Mad Party in Standard, it's back in February. Get excited. And how is the new Tyranitar V better than the Single Strike one? It is not. The new Tyranitar V is horrible. The Single Strike one isn't great, but it's a million times better. There was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 V cards in Fusion Strike that were just from family decks. So the family decks are designed to be very basic. You saw it in Hidden Fates with the GXs and Hidden Fates. They don't have any extra text. It's literally just do the attack and that's it. So here, what I do is, Training Court, that's a good one. Okay, so there's a very easy way to win this game, and I'm just not smart enough to find it. Okay, so 140. I have the need for speed. Okay, so I need to draw some cards. That is the obvious starting point. I just don't have a very good hand. Okay. So if I do that and that, 220. So that's game, right? That's game, because I knock out the Umbreon, the Houndoom, and the Single Strike Urshifu. Okay. Yeah, my math is horrible, but we all know I got it. Trust me, I got this. I 100% got this. Double gunner. See? I am learning math. I am learning math. You better watch out. Yeah, I would have just won that game. Single Strike Urshifu, just get out of here. That was an Umbreon. Get out of here, Urshifu. Get out of here, Single Strikers. You're no match. And this is a hand right here. This is a hand right here. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. So if I go for Sobble, over Remoraid. I mean, I think I have to go for Sobble over Remoraid and just concede the fact that I don't have a very good start here and just pass. And yeah, that deck box and sleeve is very cool. And old dab, which packs to buy? Your best place to start is either Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, or Fusion Strike. I'd probably prioritize Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, and Evolving Skies, because Fusion Strike is a bit crazy. But the best thing to do is always to buy the most recent set or one of the most recent sets and then trade them for what you need, because opening packs is not the way to get what you need. That's why I was really frustrated by the delay to TCG Live, because it would have made getting the cards you need and the decks you need so much easier. But then they delayed the game, and now we're stuck on PTCGO for a new set. But the best way to get started is to just play theme, get your theme decks, and go from there. But if you check, I think it'll be a little bit further behind, like 3 or 4 rows down. Oh, here we go. See, everything worked out. What did I tell you? But if you go down a couple rows on my YouTube, you can see, you know, what are the best theme decks and what are the best budget decks. But that did not work out. It would have been a lot smarter to go for the other dude. All right, so apparently Eternatus is a terrible matchup because I got nothing going on. Do I want Korrina's Focus? Not really. Do I want to Marnie them? Also not really. But maybe they're sitting on an Eternatus VMAX, and that would be very bad. So let's, sure, let's put the Training Court into play just in case, and Marnie. Okay, that did not work out in my favor at all. Alrighty, so mistakes were made. You know, when this deck does not go crazy, clearly it has some struggles. As long as they don't find Eternatus VMAX, we're all good. If they find, okay, they found Eternatus VMAX, we're not good, we're not good. Luckily, they can't take the knockout, and I do have Cheryl. So even with a terrible start on my end, I still have everything I need. I'm going to be able to do this for multiple turns. Yeah, they're thankful for the Marnie, but I'm the one who's got the Cheryl. So let's go get the Octillery. I got the Rapid Strike set up. I got the Quick Shooting Inteleon. Okay, so 140, 140. So I do want to Quick Shooting the active, I guess. Just because that makes sense. All right, so Octillery for the Rapid Strike Energy. I have another Cheryl. What are you going to do? And the funny thing is, if I can knock out this Eternatus, they're going to... Oh, Adventurer's Discovery. That is a good card in this deck. If you're not playing like the Wheezing version or something. And yeah, missing the water energy. So they have the Eternatus. I don't think I can knock out the Eternatus this turn. Oh, they're playing Tower of Darkness as well. That is risky. I guess they must play a pretty thick line of Umbreon. All right. Cheryl again. This is why this deck is so crazy. All right. Quick Shooting that guy. Octillery for a Sobble. Actually, no, I should get another Inteleon V, right? Because we'll do 270. No, Sobble, whoa, geez. Sobble makes more sense. Unless I don't have any... I have 3 Drizzile. So yeah, Sobble makes more sense. All right, there we go. GMAX Spiral back into the hand. So just a quick shooting away. They have to evolve into Eternatus VMAX. If they don't evolve into Eternatus VMAX, they lose 3 bench Pokemon. And Flapple VMAX and Zarude. Yeah, don't forget about the Rillaboom from Sword and Shield base set. That's also pretty good. Just, you do need to find a way to get all of your grass energy into play, and that can always be a bit tough. All right, here we go. This is exactly what you want to see. I will attack with this dude. I'll Octillery for the Inteleon V. And then I'll Marnie, and then I'll knock it out. So Flare Mango, the thing you do have to worry about is getting energy into play with a grass deck, and that's not always easy. All right, so Double Gunner. They're 100% attacking with either Eternatus or Moltres. So that's what I'm going to target. All right, so I have more Drizzile. Yeah, let's quit shooting the Eternatus, see what happens. There we go. See, setting up commands makes life so much easier, right? So if you go to PTC Geo prices, you can see how much the VMAXs are going for. The prices are in Fusion Strike packs, so you do have to keep that in mind. All right, Tower of Darkness, I don't care. I mean, I really don't think I need much of anything. I have Cheryl. Like, what do I don't need anything. I just evolved so I could get a Inteleon the following turn. And I'll leave this Sobble unevolved just in case they Marnie me into absolutely nothing. And I do have to use like a Drizzile or something. So I 100% knew this Inteleon VMAX would go down. It's just, if you can somehow find a way to knock out my first Inteleon VMAX after I've used Cheryl a couple times, you've burned a bunch of resources, I've spread a bunch of damage, you've only taken 3 prizes, you still have to knock out another Inteleon VMAX. That is asking a lot. And like, if they evolve this Umbreon V into an Umbreon VMAX, that would be a terrible decision. But it would let them pick and choose who to hit. Okay, so there we go. I think, I mean, I have the lock set up. Like, I have the loop set up. Exclamation point furry. I would probably just include a link to your name there, Evie, if I did. Okay, so Evolution Incense. Let's go for... Oh, I already have the thing. Okay. So let's double gunner the Umbreon V and the Moltres. Okay, so 200. I just need Inteleon quick shooting. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas for commands, let me know. I'm open to any and all suggestions, even exclamation point furry. All right, so down to 1 prize. All I really need is a boss's orders, which I can go get with my Drizzile. See? Hoping for a link to a photo of me in my furry costume. That will never see the light of day. Unless, you know, somebody donates $1,000, you know, maybe. But that is going to stay under wraps. All right, so we got that. Yeah, I can't use double gunner again, so I'm just going to do that. Octillery for... No, I need a Sobble, because then I can get another Drizzile so I can do more things. I'll Training Court to get my energy back into my hand. Because I'm pretty sure I already did double gunner, right? Yeah, so GMAX Spiral. So unless they have a way to do 320 damage, they are not going to win. So like 200 more gifted subs then? I'm just joking, Eevee. That photo is never going to see the light of day. Never, ever. I promise. And Energan, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's get that set up. Commands, exclamation point, GLC. So yeah, if you want to learn more about the Gym Leader Challenge, give me 1 second. All right, so it should be working. If you want to learn more about the Gym Leader Challenge, just type in exclamation point GLC. And you can learn about the singleton format. And my opponent, they tried. I'll give them some props for that. They tried, but it was too little too late. You can't even hide on the bench. You're not safe anywhere with this Inteleon deck. It can beat anything. I mean, I guess Jolteon's an impossible matchup, but I mean, if you use your Cheryls right, you can beat Jolteon. So this Inteleon deck is nuts. You know, I don't know what it is with PTCGO and just like, here's all of your supporters. Good luck. And what did I say? What did I say? Jolteon is bad. Oh, this is even better. Okay, let's level ball for a Sobble. I think I just lose because this is one of those matchups where you have to go first. You have to go first. I can't use anything else. I just have to research and hope I get everything I need. Actually, that's not bad. So yeah, this is actually pretty good. Okay, so Scoop Up Net the Remoraid. There we go. The problem here is if I... So let's get an energy. So do I go for 2 Remoraid? I'm definitely... I don't think I can go for 2 Remoraid. But obviously, if they're smart, they'll knock out my Remoraid. But I don't want to have 2 Remoraid. You know, it's not a good situation. Because if you can only use Octillery's ability once per turn. Doesn't matter if you have 4 Octillery or 1, you can only do it once. Please don't just have it like that. Have some mercy. Jolteon is not a scoop. I will say that Jolteon is not an auto scoop just because it does cap at, 200 with weakness. The problem is if you have a terrible start like I did and your opponent just goes off on their turn 2. But this is definitely winnable. It just, you have to go first. That's really all it is. You have to go first. If you don't go first, what are you going to do? And yeah, I was going to have a command for TCG Live. Like you just put exclamation point PTCGL and it would have a link to the download site or whatever. Obviously that hasn't happened. They didn't do it. Okay, this is fine. We're all good. So I think I attacked with the damaged one because that has obviously a damage counter on it. Duh. So level ball for a Drizzile. Okay. Oh, this is where the tough decisions come in. So I think I just go for a research. Because it gives me the best chance of getting what I need. Because if I don't go for a research and I just go for like an Evolution Incense, that's a bad idea. If I go for an Octillery, that's... Hang on a second. Oh, that's right. All my supporters are in the discard. See, this game does not like me. All right. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's put the dude in the hand. Actually, no, let's put that dude in the hand. Come on, Marnie, bail me out. I don't need a whole lot. I just need you to bail me out and save this game. No pressure. That'll do it. Thank you. I don't want to use Escape Rope, because if I use Escape Rope, that would be, they just put up the Zigzagoon and I just knock out a Zigzagoon, and you know, what good is that? Alright, so we'll go for Drizzile. Whoa, hang on. Drizzile for Drizzile. So I don't even think I play it safe here and try to protect a Sobble. I need to just go hard on the Drizzile train, because they're going to knock out a Drizzile or something, or an Octillery. They're going to knock out something I don't want them to knock out. Because if they have a Scoop Up Net, they'll just knock out the Octillery, because Octillery is very good for me. But if they knock out the Octillery, that means they're keeping the Drizziles alive, so that's good. I prized a quick shooting Inteleon because of course I did. Alright, Training Court, boom, boom. Double Gunner, so I should go after the two Sobble. Oh no, I didn't prize Inteleon, it's in my hand, ha ha ha. Alright, so Sobble, because maybe they don't evolve one of them, potentially. And then I get my other Inteleon VMAX. Why do you do this to me? Okay, so let's just get something I don't need, like that. Why? Can you just cooperate with me for 10 seconds? And what do I think about the Path to the Peak version with no water? I think that is also very good. You know, there's like 3 different versions of this deck you can play. You can play it with no water and just do more control and Cheryl and stuff like that. I like the water version just because it shows off the versatility of the deck. Like, I think if I was playing competitively, I'd, you know, put both head to head on the ladder and see how they do. But as you've seen, what am I, 6-0? Yeah, I'm 6-0 right now. Path to the Peak doesn't help at all with your Jolteon matchup, and that's a bit tough. You know, Path to the Peak would be good against Mew VMAX, but I am having terrible luck when it comes to facing other people with Fusion Strike decks. I'm pretty much just playing last format decks, which is, you know, frustrating. Yep, there goes Octillery. Uh-oh. Okay, this is fine. They knew what they were doing going after the Octillery because it shuts off my Rapid Strike energy, my ability to go get Rapid Strike energy. But when you just draw into it, who cares? And there's Path to the Peak. Alrighty. So things have gone sideways. There's another... Do I even want to put the Remoraid down? It's just going to get knocked out. Sure, let's put the Remoraid down. We got Rapid Strike energy. We got Marnie. I can't do anything to my deck. Yeah, I just prefer the water version. Do I have any... So I do have a knockout on the Jolteon VMAX. That's cool. And I think... Okay, how much damage do I need to do? 140, so just one quick shooting. Actually, what is my deck looking like? So I can go for Evolution Incense and a supporter. Okay, Evolution Incense and what don't I really need? I mean, I can... Basculin might actually be good. The rest of these things I want in case they Marnie me. But I do need... You know what, let's just go for a quick ball. Let's just go for a quick ball. Maybe I should have grabbed a different card there. That's fine. Alright, quit shooting this guy. Double gunner. Let's double gunner this one, and I'm sure they'll just scoop it up, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll do that and that. I like having Basculin just because it's a bit weird. Evolution Incense, I can put a little bit of damage on the backup Jolteon, but that won't really help me. You know, the only way I think I can win this is... Yeah, sure, let's just get Octillery. Let's just get Octillery. Who cares if they Marnie me, right? Alright, GMAX Spiral, boom. Maybe they just don't got it like that. Maybe they just don't got it like that. And we got... There we go. Jeez. And yeah, second quick shooting was the other option. They just had Elemental Badge and Energy in their hand. They have the Evolution. I think this is... It's a winnable matchup if you go first and you have a good start. If you go second and have a bad start like I did, it's a horrible matchup. Because they'll just knock out something on your bench every single turn. I mean, they just need a bosses. They just need bosses and Evolution Incense and they win. Because they can pull up my V on the bench, knock it out, ping, put 100 on the VMAX, and they just need a quick shooting. Oh, I don't know if they saw it, because they only have 5 prizes left. This guy's weak to lightning. That's a one-shot knockout. And then they just need to put a damage counter on this one. If they don't get a quick shooting, I can Cheryl off all of the damage on my Inteleons. So if they don't... Oh, they did get a quick shooting. Okay. Well, they'll hit the active. Is it possible they didn't get a VMAX? Maybe? Holding my breath? Okay, don't tell me you're playing Crobat or something. There's another Jolteon V. I mean, they could also be playing Cheryl. That's the scary... They didn't get it! Oh man, here we go. Come back to the century. So, Cheryl off all the damage. And then double gunner. Let's hit this and this. And they scooped. They scooped. That is how it's done. They went first. I had a terrible start and they just couldn't find their Jolteon VMAX. They did not stand a chance. Cheryl is busted. They play 1 Cheryl. I play 4. 4 beats 1 every day. And I don't know what's going on with these hands. You know, when I started the stream, I was getting decent hands and I was winning because the game cooperated with me. And then ever since, like, it's a tale of 2 streams. First hour, good hands. I made good plays. Everything was working out. And then I switch to the second hour and these are my starting hands. Okay. Is this like a Rapid Strike box deck? So hit twice. Interesting. Okay, let's see if the Rillaboom VMAX can get it going. All right, everything worked out. Literally everything worked out. It's all good. I should probably just get a Drizzile for next turn, but I already have 2 in my hand, so why would I do that? That's a terrible idea. All right, so I think the Rillaboom VMAX hits your bench, so I do have to be aware of that, but I'm about to have a ton of bench Pokemon. So boom, boom, boom. I mean, they do have weak bench Pokemon, so maybe I should prioritize another Inteleon. Nah, let's just go for it. Who cares? Let's just go for it. Who says the 70 HP Sobble is the better version? 100%, 100 times out of 100, every day of the week, you play the 60 HP Sobble. Who cares if the 70 HP Sobble can survive several hits from Dragapult and Quick Shooting Inteleon? That's not important. Okay, so things went real sideways real quick here. I don't know how they just had everything in their hand when I had literally nothing, and my deck is supposed to be all about consistency. But it's fine. When have I ever led you astray? I will win. Nobody I'm facing, they seriously got a turn 2 GMAX drum solo? Are you kidding me? Okay, totally fine. No problems whatsoever with what is going on. I am happy with what is happening right now. Should I have gone for another Inteleon V? Maybe. But, you know, it's all good. So I think, what's my hand? I don't really need another Training Court. Let's go for a research. Training Court. Drizzile for, Quick Ball to get rid of the other Training Court so I can get another Inteleon V. I don't care about the bench damage because Cheryl can heal all of my bench dudes, so I'll be fine there. Alright, so research. Wow. Literally unplayable. Okay, so I'll hit the, I guess the Sobble, and I don't really think the Rillaboom is worth it. I think I'll just focus on the V and the Sobble. Get a Rapid Strike Energy. So the loop is set up. And I prized 2 Rapid Strike Energy. Wonderful. Alright, so the loop is set up. I should be good to go. I can double gunner the bench all day long. I could do it twice. Potentially, I have Cheryl, I have Rapid Strike Energy. I have Quick Shooting Inteleon. I can Octillery for a Sobble. I think the lock is set up and I'll be okay. Or the loop is set up and I'll be okay. But they got a Rillaboom into play and they're fully set up as well. But the huge benefit is that all of my dudes are evolutions and Cheryl's going to heal all of them. Oh no. Okay, losing Octillery isn't the worst thing in the world. It just hurts, you know, if they Marnie me. I mean, I don't have... Okay. Because if they Marnie me, I only have the 1 Rapid Strike Energy. And Octillery is the only way to find that energy if I put it back into my deck. And I currently have no way to get a Remoraid if I Cheryl. I don't have to Cheryl though, right? Because 180... Yeah, I don't actually have to Cheryl this turn. So it's all good. Okay, Training Court. Let's Capacious Bucket first, and then I can get the energy back into my hand. So if I go after the Drizzile, I think I just go after Drizzile and Rillaboom. They don't really have any easy targets. Like if I go after the Crobat, I have to go after the Inteleon. They could just scoop that up and it would really ruin everything. So there's really no good option here. It's just hope I can knock out their Rillabooms before they knock out all my dudes. You know what? Maybe this is the best idea. Maybe this is the best idea. Okay, Training Court for an energy back. Please, whatever you do, do not Marnie me. I'll set up the Crobat just in case, because that way I can quit shooting the Crobat and hopefully get it off my prizes. You know, it's kind of a good thing to prize them because you have a 1 in 3 shot of getting them if I knock out this Crobat. The downside is if I don't get it, then I'm destroyed. And yeah, 2 Crobat Vs and Fusion Strike packs. It's awesome. You know, for anyone who missed out on the Crobat V during the summer, it's a great way to just pad out your collection. Obviously, the full art Leon's a bit of a disappointment, but if you're trying to build Leon's Charizard, it's good to go. Yeah, Crobat V, there were opportunities to get it earlier, but I'm sure lots of players didn't know or didn't get it. You know, there's new people starting every day. And it's a card that fits into a lot of decks. You know, it'd be pretty funny if they, like the final ladder, they just gave away like Inteleons and be like, go ruin TCG Live. Everyone starts out with an Inteleon deck on TCG Live. Have fun. All right, no Marnie. No Marnie. None Marnies. Okay, perfect. Cheryl is great in this matchup because it just heals off everything. All right, Cheryl. Everything is healed. We got that. I can double gunner. Quick shooting. Yeah, I want to double gunner the Crobat and the Inteleon. And then I'll quit shooting the Inteleon, so I think I can win this one. Forgot about Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl is nuts. And there's a Rapid Strike Energy, so, you know, all my supporters in my hand. Not a big deal. But yeah, Cheryl is just a great card. So let's... Oh man, if they Marnie me, I'm in such a bad spot. So do I... Hang on, can I see the... I need to see how many prizes my opponent has. I need to see how many prizes my opponent... Oh, I can't do that. Alright, well, let's just go for it. Okay, so if I get Marnied, yep, I lose the game. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to rearrange my deck with Turfield and then hope I get a supporter. Okay, we're all good. I can quick ball away the Evolution Incense, go get a Remoraid. Ooh, that's actually not a good idea because they can knock out a Remoraid. So Remoraid would actually be a terrible idea. Same with a... Dude. Okay, so I think I just go for Cheryl again. Because if I don't go for Cheryl again... Because if I go for Remoraid, then they can GMAX Drum Solo and quit shooting it. But I need a supporter for next turn. I don't have the Shady Dealings Inteleon. I was banking on that. Okay, so I have to evolve into the Twitch Shooting Inteleon. That's all right. So I can do 2. All right. Level Ball. Let's get somebody out of the deck that I don't need. There's Inteleons everywhere. Exactly. So let's get the Drizzile. This is going to be a photo finish here. Bastelin can't get knocked out actually. So maybe Bastelin's not the worst idea. But no, I want to save that. So I'm just going to Evolution Incense, burn it. Korrina's Focus. Hope for a Rapid Strike Energy. I got it. That was clutch. So quit shooting. That guy, I am so close to winning this game. It's almost crazy, but I might not win. Let me just do the math. I think so. They can't knock that out. They can't knock that out. Rapid Strike Energy goes back into the hand. Don't bench anybody. Put that back into the hand. This guy is going to get knocked out from a quit shooting. So I think actually that is game. I think that is game. A very stressful game. But even if they Marnie me, I still have the knockout on the Inteleon. They would have to scoop up the Inteleon and Marnie me. And Echoing Horn, a Sobble or Remoraid back into play. So they can still win. And that's GG. That's GG. That was close. But that was a good game. That was a close battle. Close battle. Great way to end the stream, right? And then we finish it off with style with a quick shooting, take the final prize. And that was very intense. You know, you get a GMAX drum solo on turn 2, you know you're in for some trouble. So that was great. That was a great list. Everything worked out. You know, it doesn't happen often where you're going to get a turn 2 GMAX drum solo, but I'm glad you got it. It was a great game.